Hello guys, it's Nina from Northern Sweden here, and today I'm here with a little tip for you. Do you use distress ink? Or maybe you can afford distress ink, or maybe you want distress ink in a color that you don't have. So I'm gonna give you a little tip here, and this also works. Excuse me, allergies are back with a vengeance. This also works with stuff like this. You see this has a shine to it. And if you put distress ink on this, it would just rub off. So if you're using like shiny paper, or if you want to smudge the edges on whatever, something that is a bit shiny, that will just smudge, the distress ink will just smudge off if you have distress ink. So this is a little quick tip. Well, I don't know how quick it will be, but it's a little tip. Here's, I used yellow here to sort of do the edges. On this side, I used turquoise, and it's just sort of tied up a little bit. And excuse me. So I can't afford all types of distress ink. There are a lot of colors. There's pretty much every color you can imagine of distress ink out there. But I can't afford it, and maybe you can't, or maybe you don't want to spend money on it because you might just use it for one project or something. So I was going to show you these two tags that I'm making today. Goodness me. Sorry. I don't know why my allergies flared up again. They've been kind of good for a while. So I'm going to show you what I do on the edges for these. So what I do, and this is something that I recommend that everyone gets, just get a simple multi-pack of acrylic paints, because you can use them for so much, you know. Acrylic paints are probably my favorite. I do sprays with them. The only thing is you have to clean it out because the nozzle gets, clogged very easily. This is just yellow and water, yellow acrylics and water, and I use this one for, hang on. Can't really see, but for the bottom layer of these, this is a mixed media mashup, number 119, and one of them was use ink sprays or just spray paints. And what I do, I have these little bottles. I get them at the dollar store. These are supposed to be travel size, for perfumes and stuff, and I use them for like this. And this is just water and paint, acrylic paint. And I just use them for sprays. So I feel acrylic. Hang on. I thought I had prepped it. Yeah, I did. I just buy these cheap 12 packs of acrylics, and I get a lot of different colors, and you can mix them and you can do whatever you want with them. So that's a little recommendation, because you can use them for so many different things, and mixed media projects, and everything. So let's get to it, shall we? So this one I'm going to do yellow edges on. I want to do a little fun. This one I'm going to do blue edges on. I'm sorry about the glare. I want to do blue edges on this. I still haven't made up my mind if I'm going to go with turquoise, dark blue, or this lighter blue, but I think I'm going to go with this because I kind of like darker edges. Normally what you do with like distress ink, it's like stuff like this, where you just do the edges and you smudge it a little bit to make it look grimy and a little bit old. But it also makes stuff pop a bit more. So of course I don't have the tag that I used the purple on. Anyway, so this one is going to be blue and this one is going to be yellow. I think we start with the yellow. So what I do, you could either just put it on, use a little, these are dollar store makeup sponges, and when the edge gets too messy, I just cut it off so they kind of get smaller and smaller until I just toss it. These are just, I just clean these so they're a bit too wet still. So I just take them in some paper and just smoosh it. Yeah, so even though they're discolored, it's not something that's staining. You can see there's no staining. So that's when you know it's clean enough to be used. So I'm just going to put a little bit. You can't just put it on here if you want to, and then just dab it on. So you don't need a whole lot. So you kind of need to smudge it off a bit so you don't have too much paint on here. And sorry about my mess. This is my iron board. Actually, I just put some plastic on it, but it also helps me. I can stand up. I don't have one of those you know, fancy tables that you just go or go, you know. I could really use those, but you know, when I need to stand up and craft like now, because my hips hurt, so I use my iron board. That might be a tip for you if you're anything like me and can't sit for long periods of time. This might help. It's a bit small to craft on, but you know, it works. So what I do, I make sure I don't have too much paint on here, and I just do the little smudging of the edges, and it gives it that little extra something. If you want to, you can go over it a bit, just do a few dabs here and there to make it a little bit smudgier. I'm gonna do the same with this. I'm going to talk a bit more about this in a second, as soon as I'm done with this. I wanted to make this blue because I managed to get some blue spray paints at the bottom here, because I got some glue on there. There was blue spray paint on this. One of the downsides to working on a messy table is the contamination of other craft supplies. And the reason why I do this holding it up and not down here is I feel like I get the edges a bit better when I do it up here. So this is the front, this is the back. So I'm going to do the back too and make sure I get everything. So these are just playing cards that I cut out and just punched a little hole in. These are really old, very well used, and I just glue craft paper on this side and a book page on this side. So yeah, it's kind of cheapo thingy. And now these are really hard, really sturdy, because I mean these are hard, and then I have craft paper and book page on it, so it's pretty durable. But if you have thinner, you might want to use something like this, or like one of those metal thingies. If you use this, you can always dye it. Since I have yellow edges, maybe do a yellow, just boogie 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 boo, boogie boogie boo, boop. Yeah, they will have two yellows, so I can put a yellow on there. Maybe I do that. Will that work? Yeah, I can put that. Hole doesn't quite fit, but you know, take what you have. Take what you have. And besides, the string is gonna cover that. So, and another fun thing. Oh, I didn't bring out the string. Gosh darn it! I lose everything. So give me a second. String wasn't too far away, so I'm just gonna take some string here. Let's use a bit more. More. I want to use more. Let's use more string. Yay! You can use, like this tag is yellow, so I could use like a yellow ribbon or something, but I don't have that right now, so I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna make these pretty kind of long because I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna end up using it with, so I prefer to use longer. Oh, no, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, so I want to put string on this, so I put some yellow on this. I just put it on here, or you can just put it on here and just dab it, but I prefer to use my fingers. That's why I always covered in paint and covered in glue. So I just put it on there, I have yellow paint there, and I pull. And it, I don't want, you know, full color. I don't want them to feel like they're painted. I just want a little bit of a dye, a little kind of yellow tint on them. If you want full color, you can always, you know, rub it in the paint if you want to. But I just want a little yellow tint. Can you see? Yeah. So I just wanted a little kind of yellow tint, and I'm going to do the same to this part here. There we go. And I'm actually going to put this in before I glue the stuff on, because I think I made this little brown part a bit too long, so might get tricky to get them on later. Oh, I'm off. Yeah, I'm off here. I'm off here. So there we go. So there we have that, and it's kind of yellow. And I'm gonna put this on here, and I'm actually gonna do the edges a bit more yellow on this guy. Girl, this little girl is gonna get a bit more yellow on the edges. She's gonna pop a little bit more, a little brighter. So I've been meaning to film for a while now, but I'm going through a lot again. Just a lot of stuff happens. You know, what's the saying? When it rains, it really pours. Is that the saying? Yeah, kind of like that. I like that. So I'm going to glue this together. I'm not going to do that now, but you get the idea. So it's kind of easy to give that the little pop. So I'm going to do the blue one. Same thing here. Screw on the lids. Don't do what I do. I keep leaving the lids on and they dry. I'll lose a lot of paint that way. So I'm actually going to flip this paper around. So this is easy, cheap paint palette. Just use an old, and you can cut this to pieces later and use it like in collage and stuff, or like for background of the tag, or just throw it. Because I mean, it's just a book page. No biggie. And it's not from an antique book or anything like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do with this blue. I like this blue. Look at that. Look at the color. Yay. It's brighter when you see it in real life. So since this is shiny acrylic paint, it will stay on. It won't smudge. At least not the way Distress Ink does. It's gonna be a bit... Oops, am I even on? No. I haven't filmed in so long, so I kind of get off. Can't really see me. You can do this a bit more proper if you want to, or you can make it as messy as you want to. And I'm always messy. Can you tell? Now you know why. I haven't really crafted today. I've been doing a lot of boring stuff, paperwork, trying to get things working again. Now I finally I managed to get myself blocked from eBay before I even posted anything. And I'm not a crook or anything. I'm just dumb. And I told them that. I said, hey, I'm not a crook. I'm just dumb. Because I had to... I was just going to post something, you know, to see how it worked. And I never posted on eBay before. I never even bought anything on eBay before. So I was like... They kept asking me to verify my PayPal, and I did that over and over. I did exactly what they told me to do. And I was flipping back and forth between, you know, help sections and, you know, trying to post. I was just trying to post a little secondhand vase and stuff. Just, you know, to post something to see how it would work. And that's really, really dark. Yeah, but I kind of like it. I like it. Yeah, I do. I like it. So anyway, so I got my account got suspended. I didn't get a chance to buy anything. I didn't get a chance to post anything. I just got my account suspended because of suspicious activities. And I was like, hey, I'm not a crook. I'm just stupid. Oh boy. And it turned out I had to send in a picture, an image of my driver's license and my, you know, to verify where I lived. And that didn't come up anywhere. So they just was like, you didn't send us this, so you're a crook. And I'm like, you didn't ask for it. I mean, if they wanted my image on my driver's license, I had no problem, you know, sending it to them. So I did that today and finally got my account back. And another thing is, the reason why it took so long to like do that is they kept sending me a link that I ended up, you know, where I'm supposed to log in, and every time I log in, where I'm not making much sense, am I? Okay, so they kept sending me. I want this bluer. I want to put a blue flower or something there. Can I have a tag with, you know, images from both sides? Oh, my nose is itching. I want to have blue string. So the reason why it took so long is because when my account got suspended, I contacted them immediately and said, "Hey, what am I doing? What shall I do? You know, I'm not a crook. I'm just stupid. Help me." And they sent a link where I was supposed to send my driver's image of my driver's license and verification where I live. So I tried that and I clicked on the link. The problem is the link went to the login page, and when I log in, all I got was a white screen with the red text saying your account has been suspended. And I'm like, oh, I forget what I'm doing. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, I'm supposed to send in stuff. How am I going to send in stuff if? Because there was no place to click. No, it was just white and this red text, and I was like trying to scroll up and down, and nothing happened. So I wrote to them again and said, hey, that link doesn't work. What am I going to do? So they said, oh, we're sorry, the link doesn't work. Here's another link. And they sent me the same link. So I was like looking at the front page and before I logged in and see if there was something there that I could send it. And I was like, no, there's nothing. Today, this morning, when I logged on my email, I see, oh, I'm supposed to send it to them. I'm supposed to answer to the email. They didn't say that. They said, log into the, upload your documents here and a link. They never said I should, you know, put it on there. This got a bit too dark for my taste. But here's the fun part. Order. Because acrylics is water-based. Here we go. Now it's better. Of course, you don't have to use your hands like I am. You can use paper, you can use gloves, you can use, you know. I just just make a mess when I craft. I always do. And I mean, there's always water and soap, so I can always get it off later. Shall we do some of those little dots on this? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so it took a while. It's been a bit of, I mean, they sent me the same link, not twice, but 3 times. They sent me the same link, told me to upload your copy of a driver's license and verification of your address here. Same link, 3 times. Couldn't upload it anywhere on that link. And I told them that, and I say, oh, sorry, and sent me the same link. Then, today, finally, they told me, hey, you can answer to this. So I just took pictures of my driver's license and a bill that I had lying around. Because, you know, no money, bills stick. You should let this dry before you touch it, if you're smart, if you're not like me. Like I said, I'm not a crook, I'm just dumb. Oh, God. So, hopefully, maybe I have an eBay going soon, maybe. So I'm just gonna put like some test stuff up, and I'm also gonna check on customs because some things are not allowed to sell in some countries, and there's a lot to know. Because like there's some countries that you can't sell leather items to. Not that I make anything leather now, but you know, who knows for the future. So we'll see. And since I don't have a business, I'm just a private seller. I don't know quite what to do about taxes and stuff yet. So there's a lot to figure out still. So I'm actually going to glue these guys on right now. In case you want to see that. I don't know if you do. So how are you guys doing? I haven't talked to any of you in a while. Well, I talked to some of you. I see I have got some new subscribers. So maybe I need to start making better movies. Oh my goodness. This is a movie, right? Right? Movie time. Move that aside. Let's see if we can. Where do I want it? I want it to stick out a bit, but not too much. Maybe I want it there. I have glue on my hands now. Yay. I want. Yep. Like it. Like it. Me like it. Where's my glue? There's my glue. Oops. Upside down. Let's glue, glue, glue. Glue, 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 glue. Now, what I don't like about this specific glue is that it gets super, oops, you're a bit too low. Super duper shiny when it comes outside. Like that, like there. And it stays that shiny even after it's dried. I don't like that about this glue. No. I think you can maybe, no, you can't really see that one bit maybe. Can you see around the letters here? No. Yeah, like that. If I tilt it, can you see there? Above this box, letter box there, you can see some of the glue sticking through. And here you can see around, you see here? It doesn't look too pretty, but you know, I don't mind. This is just my little naughty book thingy. And this side I don't like at all. But I was like experimenting with things. I don't like this. Don't look. This side I do like. Oh, great. My dog just barked. I guess this is it for today because she needs to go out and I need to clean the floor. And yay, bye.